And this one is pretty interesting to play as well. Alright, and then after this I do have to go. So here is another level that features a jump, except this one it's like you barely think you can fit in it. It's pretty cool. As far as like you think you're gonna hit the ground, but you barely make it. Uh-oh. So check this out. We're like, are we even gonna make this jump? Yes, but barely. And this also has some pretty interesting shortcut-ish areas. So it's pretty basic there. Obviously we can skip that section if we had a star or speed boost or mushroom or something like that. But if we go up to the left there, it saves some time if we can fly out and land on this bridge. And then I cut that corner as fast as or as sharp as I can. And you actually can go right through this. It's like this. I mean, it's there, it's the model of the boat, but if it's in the right spot when you are doing that, it like, you go right through it, there's no collision detection. But hey, that's a Nintendo 64 game for you, right? And then I'm not going to even attempt it here in the Grand Prix, even though this is the first race. But there's a really cool, like almost, how would you say, you can clip through right here and you fall into like, through the floor into some invisible water, and it puts you back at the end of the lap you're currently on. So like, let's say, I start the race, I'm in lap 1. If I go in reverse and fall into that hole just right, it will put me at the end of the finish line still on lap 1, so when I cross the finish line, I'm in lap 2, which then you could in theory do 3 times and have an extremely fast race, but for those kind of things you have to be in order to be consistent with it, you have to be pretty stinking good and have to play this game, that course for hours and hours and hours just to get good in a single little, like, frame perfect almost, pixel perfect sort of shortcut. Not exactly my thing. So see, the road normally goes all the way here, but you can definitely, especially on 150, you can cut that corner extremely sharp. But if you fail, if you cut it too sharp, you can't make it up the hill, and then you lose like 10-20 seconds trying to right yourself, go all the way around. But such is the nature with shortcut attempts on any game, not just racing games, right? This is a bizarre level, so I'll show off the map here. Notice it's very maze-like, and not only that, you are not shown via placements in it, so you don't know until people start crossing the finish line what place they're in. But I'm pretty sure this right here is the optimal shortest path through the actual course. And then we're here. And then, okay, right to our left, right there, if I had some sort of boosting item, mushroom, star, you can like actually jump from there to here, and that cuts off a decent amount of track as well. Oh no. Oops. Oh man, that is so cheap. No offense. This giant egg is so sad. Who can I run over? Man, and I hit a porcupine beast, whatever that is. Alright, let me try this actually, since I have a mushroom. Oh, I was unable, since I was drifting, I was holding R, and I didn't unpress it fast enough so as to get the Earth to be able to do that little hop. Hey, look at that! Shiny shell. Whoa, there goes the spiny shell. And yes, I completely realized I said shiny shell. So now that I have this boost, let me just cut all of this unnecessary course off. Go cross country, baby. Right, after this one, the Banshee Boardwalk honestly is kind of a not challenging, not inspiring, not interesting track. So it's kind of like the weird A, if you will, track from this cup. Man, I should have drove across the finish line in reverse there. Look how far ahead I was. Almost 4 seconds ahead. And Bowser Peach split our second and third, so all we have to do is not play horribly, and once again we have, unsurprisingly, the gold. So, I mean, this track is harder on 150 because you are going so fast, and those sections, some have no guardrail. So, I mean, for sure, when you're going super fast, this is a lot harder, but as is on 50, it's almost like you should have made a different sort of level here for the easy one. Oh, 2 bananas in a row, come on. I'm not the banana cleanup service. You actually can go to the left there, I'm pretty sure. It's, I think, not any shorter. And I think it might actually have a secret item box too, but... Bowser got like really far ahead. Oh, look at that. He has conveniently hit somebody's trap. Oh man, I had too much angular momentum there. 4th place. So much for all I gotta do is not play absolutely horrible, and also so much for this track isn't very difficult at all. It's not very difficult for somebody who actually has skill. Oh snap, shots fired. Man, look at that Bowser. Alright, he is my nemesis by 1 point. If I place anywhere behind Bowser, I will get silver. Okay, here's another cool skit. My cue is about the yellow marker. Uh-oh, we jump. Too short. Okay, notice it has placed me there, but then it will recompute and plot me back at the beginning. So that's kind of awkward, but I'm actually probably most likely going to try that, at least attempt it on all 3 laps though. Now, unlike the Rainbow Road from Super Mario Kart, that has absolutely no guardrail, this is completely guardrailed. Like you can't fall off the course unless you purposely jump over, like with your little hop button like I tried to do. Man. But it is the longest track, and I think that's usually a staple of Mario Kart games. Is the Rainbow Road is like supposed to be the hardest, longest track in the game. That is a nice programming touch. When I pressed and hold an item that you can drop from behind, did you notice how the camera does zoom out a little bit so you can have a little bit wider field of view? Alright, so notice the rainbow colors here. What we want to look for, or at least my visual cue, is... Oh, sorry, Peach. Is yellow. After crossing the finish line, as soon as I spot the yellow, that's when I try to turn to the left and then do the little hop over to get this massive shortcut. Man, these chunks are like impossible to dodge. Okay, this is going to throw off my speed a little bit. Okay, I didn't even get it that way that time. I'll try it on the final. Ay, caramba! Since I'm already not in first. Let me see if I can catch up. Then on the final lap, I'll do the jump attempt. Well, I hit someone. Wow, look at how far ahead I got, bizarrely enough. on up, Bowser. I got a couple gifts for you. Yes. You. Alright, so we're going up to the home stretch here. Unfortunately, I will lose, if I fall off, I will lose my handheld, or my, oh, I can ditch it here then, I guess. Awesome. Alright, so we hit the yellow, right there, and then jump! Oh! Oh, this looks, oh, I'm gonna be short again. It looked good. Had I been on a higher speed, I think I would have actually hit that. So it's like, oh, you're ahead. Ah, psych. You belong back here. Oh, and I went and missed the item box anyway. Come here, Bowsman. Oh, I missed him. Alright, well now that we know we're ahead again. Well, I think we got this one squared away as long as we can dodge that chomp. I'm getting exceptionally good items in first place. Oh no. I just can't let this guy get in front of me. Check it out. Cool. Well, there you have it. 7.5 minute blunder. That is all of the tracks in this game, Mario Kart 64. So as we watch the final little victory celebration here, I can't remember, did I blab this out or not? If you are able to win the Grand Prix Gold on 150cc for all of the 4 cups, then you can unlock the mirrored tracks. Which, fun fact, like, you kind of get used to, like, you know, at some point you then veer left, like, or there's a 90-degree hairpin right turn. So on this track, Royal Raceway, it's funny because you, after that jump, you veer to the left. However, on the mirrored track, you would have to veer to the right. But I remember being so used to veering to the left that when I did play the mirror track, then I would veer to the left, and guess what that is in the mirror track? You go on the dirt road here to the Peach's castle, and then it's like, oh no, 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 and then I was trapped there trying to turn around, and it's like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, unlocking an entire racing game with mirrored tracks, because it's like, I mean, it's like a super, super simple programming fix to do to, like, add artificial length and fluff to your video game. But there you have it. So first was Jungle Parkway. Alright. What we want to do is, I'll kind of show this off. See this spot where the game connects? So, like, look at the vertical line there, and you can see this triangle there. So if you look at the corner of that triangle, the green texture, we want to like jump in and clip into the wall, like right, something like this. Oops, that was horrible. Oh, that was, yeah. Especially since I have not played this game for probably several years. About right there. Okay, he did do his wow thing, right? Dang it, wrong button. And at what point is the loading zone for out of bounds? Like, oh, there it is. Now the question is, will this work now, or was I slightly off? Oh, I didn't cross the finish line. So however it happened, I believe as I fall into the water, like I have to go far enough to actually cross the line. I don't know how it works exactly, but that's the clip. So if you can clip through in such fashion, you can at least have a chance for, if you do it right, skipping the entire lap. Alright, let's go ahead and try this until we actually can stick it. Yeah, no chance. As far as quality streaming content, right? Some people can like do this and retry, do this and retry for hours on end. Oh, that was good, except it's not enough. Oh, snap, we did it. So check out how much, stop, turn to the left, I'm stuck. Almost a quarter of the track skipped by that little shortcut. So there you go. That's super fun to pull off.